Hey guys, today I'm going to show you some ancient carvings in Bali, but no one has documented them before. Why? Because they're not located inland, they are located in a river, actually the banks of a rough river. Today I'm going to try and analyze these ancient carvings. As we row the raft, I start to see some strange things. What is that? Is that a crocodile? Yes, it is a crocodile, but it's not real. It's a carving of a crocodile. And then we can see a giant crab carved nearby as well. The entire rock face is full of carvings. What do these carvings show? Ramayana, the ancient Hindu epic, which is at least 2,500 years old. Here we can see a saint and then a bunch of hairy apes. When were they carved here? Were they carved in ancient times? Or are these carvings new? Look how they've carved the entire scenes of Ramayana all over the rock face. The water is 10 feet deep here, so we cannot get down and analyze these carvings. We found a place shallow enough to get down. Who is this giant figure? This is Bali, the ape king mentioned in Ramayana. You can see him laughing victoriously, and next to him you can see another ape crying. This is Sugriva, who's losing the fight with his brother. Behind them, you can see this figure crouching because he's hiding. What is he doing? He is releasing an arrow to kill Bali. This is the hero of Ramayana. He is Lord Rama. Rama snipes at Bali while Bali is fighting with his brother. See how beautifully water trickles down from the top onto these carvings. And we are seeing these carvings 2,500 miles away from India, guys. Now, look at the size of these carvings. Look how big they are. Who is this guy? Why is he torturing this woman? This is Ravana, the antagonist. He is carved with a mustache and a beard and is trying to kidnap this woman. Who is this woman trying to run away from him? Sita. This is another important scene from the epic Ramayana. I'm searching for more carvings in the river. There are lots of carvings all over this place, but it is difficult to do it sitting on a boat. So let me go in the water and try this on foot. All around us there are carvings. People can walk in the river and document this, right? Why are people not exploring these carvings on foot? Why?
A few moments later.
Okay, now we know why people are not doing this. The water is extremely rough and I keep falling into the water because the rocks at the bottom are very uneven. But I don't care about getting hurt. I want to show you these carvings at any cost. If it's so hard to even stand here and analyze this, imagine how dedicated the sculptors must have been to stand here and carve them. This carving shows a famous scene from Hindu texts. Can you tell me what this is? Yes, it's an elephant entering the river and a crocodile has trapped him by biting his leg. The elephant is stuck and prays to Lord Vishnu, who comes and saves the elephant. This story is called Gajendra Moksham in Sanskrit. Next to this, you can see this handsome guy. Who is he? He is Rama, clean shaven with no mustache or beard. Near him, you can see Sita, and a beautiful baby boy has been born. Now, this is the specialty of Indonesian Ramayana. It deviates from the Indian version. Even according to Prambanan Ramayana, Sita has only one child. These carvings are marvelous, and if you ever come to Bali, don't miss this. Above these carvings, you'll find more carvings. You'll see these faces. That is a human, this is an animal, and this is a dragon-like face. And see how it is completely covered in moss. They're all green. From here they look small, but they appear small because of the distance. They're probably as large as these faces here. As you can see, we are really struggling to film this, but I'm being very careful not to fall. This is Garuda, a giant eagle-like bird. Plants are growing all over these carvings, and here are some figures sitting as though they're meditating. At first sight, it looks like a Garuda, but maybe this is an elephant. Let's remove these plants. You can see that plants easily grow on these rocks, and inside you can see another figure hiding. You can see fangs coming out of his mouth. It has big, fierce eyes. Ravana is hiding under cover. Look at Ravana's fangs and his fierce eyes. And I think this is Jatayu, the giant bird. I don't think this is an elephant. And Ravana cuts off the wings and the beak of the bird. You can see how the bird's beak is chopped off and it's crying because of pain. This is why Ravana looks so fierce, because he's fighting. The sculptor has made Jatayu by combining a bird and an elephant, because you can see the tusks on both sides of its mouth. Look how this bearded guy is holding a conch, and from the conch water is flowing. This is too perfect to be ancient. Even if ancient builders devised something like this, would the water system still work after 1,000 years? Or some of the carvings new, done in the last few decades. Here we can see an ape, a Vanara, but his teeth are completely filed like human teeth. Normally there should be sharp outgrown teeth. These carvings with strange faces and the water dripping from the top makes it look so surreal, like we are in a fantasy land, like we are living thousands of years ago on this pristine planet. Some locals claim that the whole area, the entire mountainous region where the water flows like a snake in between, is full of hidden carvings and ancient secrets. As we go around the area, we can see cave-like structures. There are many strange, unexplainable things hidden here. It is impossible to stop and examine these places because the water is very turbulent and we're just trying not to get hurt. But as we travel deep inside, we get more surprises. We are scanning the entire area for hidden caves and carvings. The whole area is full of artificial structures. That is an altar of a Hindu temple. The idol is wrapped with a fresh cloth. The entire mountainous area is full of Hindu temples, carvings, and caves. But this is not only at the bottom. Look at the top of the mountain there. Even there you can see cut marks on the rocks. There must be more temples and carvings way up top too. I have never seen anything like this before. So imagine the rich heritage of Bali. Ancient carvings of Ramayana were placed all around the rock face and in the entire mountainous region. Many centuries ago, if you were taking a boat during ancient times and rowing through the river, you could witness all these great scenes from the epic and you could understand Ramayana just like watching a movie. But how old are these carvings? Are they really ancient or were they done in recent times? If you look here, you can see this text in English carved like a logo. You can see a circle with the words Tata in English. This must definitely be new. Either this area is newly carved or at least the logo and some parts must be new. Maybe this is an exception. Maybe everything else is ancient, right? Here, this is in another area and you can see this one here. It says Lahirnya Rama. Lahirnya means inception in Indonesian language. But this proves something important. The letters in English and the way it is carved tells us that it was done in the last 100 years, probably even in the last 50 years. And the style of these carvings has a novelty to them. I would say that these are new. Some locals say that all these carvings are completely new, but other Balinese people say these are all renovations. According to them, Ramayana was carved on these rocks more than 1,000 years ago in the same places. But due to very high moisture and extreme plant growth, these carvings became too deteriorated. So it is said that they renovated most of the carvings and some ancient carvings remain in these rock faces and in the woods and mountains. But I'm going to explore these carvings more to find out what's really going on.
Sorry guys! Sorry!